What is up, guys? Neumatix here with another speedy Minecraft mod review. Today we are going to be looking at how to sort your storage issues. In particular, we're going to be adding a mod that adds in a storage network. So, without further ado, let's do this. So if you guys know me pretty well, you probably know that I'd like to do something like this with all of my chests. I like to go ahead and place them all around in a room and put some signs above them. Sometimes I don't even use signs, and I go ahead and put all the items that I want. But it can be very time consuming and tedious to go ahead and go to each one, putting away all the certain stuff that I have in my inventory. This mod changes all of that and gets rid of that tedious, a lot of time you use to put away all your stuff in chests. The mod is called Simple Storage Network by Razor, and it is simply what it states in the name. It is a very simple storage network that allows you to go ahead and sort all your items into chests into one big network you can go ahead and grab out of. So right here in the storage network master, I can go ahead, actually not that one, the storage request table. I can click inside and see everything that I have in that little slot, and it can hold a bunch of items. I believe it's unlimited, but don't quote me on that. And then it even has its own little crafting table inside. And if you were to go ahead and maybe grab some cobblestone here, and I'm going to make a furnace, I'm going to put all that right back, I'm going to take this out, it'll automatically set another setup for you so you can make some more furnaces if you wanted to. And I can go ahead and exit out of this, and if I went back in, it saved what I had going on inside. So I can go ahead and take all that back out, and then I'll go ahead and place it all back in so it's not taking up room in my crafting table area. Now, don't worry if you're looking at this and you're like, wow, that looks way too complicated. Trust me, it is very simple. This is not complicated at all, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to start this out. So the first thing you are going to need is to go ahead and make something called the storage request table, and then you're going to need the storage network master. In order to make one of these, you're going to need a couple of gold, a crafting table, and some storage cables. These are going to be very important. You're going to need a bunch of these, so you might as well stock up with some iron ingots and some stone slabs. So let's go ahead and place one of those down, and then we're going to go ahead and get our storage network master. And this one's a little more expensive. You're going to need some diamond, and you're going to need some blocks of quartz. So you're definitely going to have to go to the nether in order to make that guy. Then you go and place them exactly right next to each other. You can either place them right next to each other, or you can use a cable to go ahead and connect them. But I would just recommend putting them like that, so makes things a little easier. And then if we wanted to, we could go ahead and get down into the cables. So you could go ahead and bring out some cables this way, right off of the storage network master. Make sure you bring it off of this one and not the request table, because you're going to be clicking on the request table in order to get everything out of your storage network. So now that I went ahead and got a couple cables lined up for us, we could go ahead and place down some chests, but we are going to need a couple different things. We are going to need a storage link cable, and we're going to need a storage export cable or a storage import cable. I'll go ahead and let you guys know how to use those in a bit here, but let's go ahead and place the chest down in front of these, and we'll go ahead and grab those cables out. We are definitely going to need some of these storage link cables. We're going to need these for each of these so that that little storage request table can go ahead and figure out what's going on and what's inside and what it needs to grab. So let's go ahead and place some of those down, and then without clicking on the chest, and then we're going to go ahead and grab some export cables, and we are going to bring the cable up like this. So you can see you can manipulate this pretty well, and you don't have to worry about getting too complicated with these cables. Let's go ahead and grab that storage export cable, shift click to make it go down in the chest, and then we can decide what we actually want going into this. So we can go ahead and blacklist it, we can whitelist it, but let's say this chest we just want some wood going in there. So let's go and place that there, and then a couple more. And then as you see, they're kind of disappearing. That's one kind of glitchy thing about this, but if you go inside, you can see they're all there just like they should be. Then we could go ahead and go over to this side, and then if we wanted to, we just go ahead and place all of our wood inside the storage request table. And then if we went on over here, we could go and check the chest, and you can tell all the wood went right in there and nothing went in here, just like we wanted to. So it's like our own little sorting system, so we don't have to worry about items going places they don't need to be. So I went ahead and finished up everything over here, and as you can see, it's pretty cool that we can go ahead and have our own little sorting system, so we don't have to worry about items going in the chest that we don't want them to be in. But there's something even cooler that'll allow you to make your life a lot easier when you're going and placing these things inside the quest table, because as you can tell, we are still going in to some sort of menu to put all of our items in, in order to have them go into our chests. Yes, it's a little easier because they're being sorted into a bunch of different chests through one area, but we can make it even simpler. So let's go ahead and figure out what this storage import cable is. It's something that goes and just imports everything from either hopper or chest right into your storage network master. So we could go ahead and click on this, and then we can have exactly like blacklisted or whitelisted, so we could go ahead and start throwing items into it and it'll automatically go in. So let's go ahead and just start throwing some stuff in there. So I'm going to throw some stairs in there, and we'll go and see them just disappear after some time. And it says 9, so I think I need to set this to blacklisted, and it should just start flowing through. Yep, there we go. They're all flowing through, and then if we could go over to here, we can see that they're all into our storage network now. And we can also set it up to where if we just wanted to go over here and drop a bunch of stuff in, as you saw before, we can go ahead and blacklist or whitelist any items that we want going into these chests. So it's our own simple sorting network. Pretty cool. But there's even something cooler that we are going to check out in a minute here, which is called the storage remotes. But before we go into those remotes, let's go ahead and make sure that you guys understand everything about these import and export cables. So they can actually have little slots up here that allow you to make them faster as items flow through them. You can have it operate off of a redstone signal, and then you can have them stack in order to stack throughout instead of just going one by one. And then you have the stock upgrade, keeps a specific amount of items in the attached inventory. Only export cables. So this one is specific just to the export cable. These can be a little glitchy, and I don't actually recommend even using them. I mean, maybe the speed upgrade, that would be kind of valuable when you're getting a lot of items all at once, throwing it into that hopper or throwing it into your storage network. But those are at your own use, so go ahead and figure them out as you use them and if you really think they are worth it. So on top of this being an awesome mod that allows you to go ahead and sort everything in your storage network and throw everything into a hopper to be sorted into your stuff, and to have its own little crafting table and to search throughout all the items in your network, you can also have a remote that'll wirelessly let you select anything in your storage network. Yeah, that's right. You can see everything in your network even if you're miles away. So let's go ahead and use the one remote and then click on it, and it'll go ahead and connect it to that storage master network. And then if we go all the way over here, we can go ahead and click, and it'll show everything in our inventory. And then we can go a little bit further. There is a cutoff point at some point. I'm not actually sure when that is. It's right there. Okay, so we can't go that far, and I'm clicking as we go to see when I'm going to start connecting to it again. It's probably not helpful that I'm up in the air too. And then a little bit closer. Wow, okay, so this isn't very far. You could go a little bit far away from it, but there is another remote called the advanced storage remote, which will let you go ahead and use this wherever you might be in the overworld or in other dimensions. But it is a bit expensive to make, with some ender pearls, an emerald ore, a diamond ore, so you're gonna have to have some silk touch axes, and then a storage network master. But alright guys, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you enjoyed this Minecraft mod showcase. This one was a little bit longer than some other ones, but that is because this mod has a lot going on in it, and it is really cool. I'm definitely going to be using this in some future Let's Plays, or maybe some future survival worlds. Definitely want to try it out and see how much I use it. I bet I'm going to use it quite a lot because I'm very unorganized when it comes to putting a lot of this stuff in my chest. But anyways, if you did enjoy this, please leave a comment or a like. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get content like this every weekend. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.